Welcome to Chamber Chat on the Road with Mary Beth Horton. This weekly program is focused on keeping you connected to your community, the place we call home, where we work, play, and raise our families. Featuring updates on economic development, the latest news on businesses moving into our area, networking opportunities, and upcoming community events for you and your family. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you enjoy today's program. Now, here's your host, Habersham County Chamber President Mary Beth Horton and her special guest.
Welcome to Chamber Chat on the Road, where we hit the streets to explore the wonderful businesses that are in our area. Our first stop today goes way back in history, all the way to 1831. The Methodist Church was the first church in Clarkesville, originally built in what is now the historic Clarkesville Cemetery. Decades later, it moved to its current location on Washington Street. Challenged by two devastating fires, the church has rebuilt, redesigned, remodeled, and grown. Today we're going to meet the pastor of Clarkesville First United Methodist Church to find out all about the wonderful things they are doing in our community. Hey everybody, I'm here with Pastor Keith Cox, pastor of Clarkesville First United Methodist Church. Thanks for being on the show today. And how long have you been here?
Well, my family and I, we moved here June of 2017. And so my wife April and our two children, Megan and Jordan. So currently 2.5 years. This June will be 3 years.
Wow, 3 years. But now this isn't your first gig as a pastor. You have been all over. Tell us some of the other places, other churches.
Well, as a United Methodist pastor, I serve in the North Georgia Conference. And so I've been serving in the North Georgia area for 23 years. Wow. And North Georgia goes all the way down to Griffin, all the way, well actually below Griffin and Forsyth, all the way up to Augusta and over in the North Georgia area. So we started when I was in seminary, and there's two seminaries in North Georgia. There's Candler at Emory, and there's Gammon at ITC. And Gammon is an all-black seminary, and that's where I went. I was the minority.
Oh, wow.
I even got the minority scholarship.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, exactly. And so from there, we spent 3 years, and I had three little churches. Mm-hmm. So we started off, and they were like three different children. And so the largest was like 25, and the medium was 15, and the smallest was like 10. And so then from there, we went to the Atlanta-Roswell district. There's 12 districts in the North Georgia area. So we spent a couple of years over in the Griffin district, 3 or 4 years in Atlanta-Roswell. And then we also went to the Athens district. And then we were blessed in 03 to 07 to be in this district. Our church, Clarkesville, is in the Gainesville district. But what's unique about that is after we spent 4 years at Gainesville First United Methodist Church, I was the associate pastor there for 4 years. My wife and children, we moved to Jamaica.
Wow. To
be missionaries. My wife knows sign language. I know sign language. My wife April is the only deaf and hard of hearing teacher for Habersham County. So we spent 2 years in Jamaica working with 3 deaf schools and a deaf village. And then we came back to the States in the Augusta area, and then we've been here for 2.5 years.
So what makes Clarkesville First so unique? Why this area?
Well, as you can tell, I have a South Georgia accent. I was born in Albany.
So was I.
Are you a Phoebe Putney baby?
Yes, I'm a Phoebe Putney baby.
I'm a Phoebe baby.
I see. That's why this works.
Now we won't ask who's older here, because it's obvious who's older.
It's obvious who's older.
We'll leave it alone. That's all we'll say. It's obvious who, but we're both Phoebe babies. But when we say Phoebe babies, we mean there's a hospital in Albany called Phoebe Putney. Matter of fact, my little stuffed animal that I brought home, we called it Phoebe.
Yep.
From the hospital. But my home is Colquitt, which is Miller County. And so I grew up in a small town where everyone knew everybody. It was just a great community. My wife grew up in Milner, so we're used to being around a community where we know that everybody's there to support one another. And when people ask me what type of area I like to serve, a county seat church is really where I feel I'm in my strength. And for example, you can find me on Friday nights on the sideline with the football team. Yeah. When you're in that small town community, everybody knows everybody and recognizes everybody. So when we found out we were coming here, we feel like we're at home here in Clarksville.
Yeah. And you guys have really grown a lot, and you provide ministries for all ages. Tell us a little bit about that.
We like to say for every age and stage of life. And so what's unique about that, let me just start with our 3 different worship services. At 8:30 and 11, we have a traditional service, which is over in our sanctuary. Now, this stage that you're seeing here in this video is where we have our contemporary service. And you may ask, what's the difference in a contemporary and a traditional? Well, at 9 o'clock in here, the only difference is the music style. The type of contemporary music that you hear on the radio is what we play here on the stage. I mean, we have guitars, and we have drums, and we have a keyboard, but the sermons are the same in all 3. So they get to hear the same sermon. So you can come at 8:30 and hear the same sermon you hear at 11. What's different between contemporary and traditional is based on the music. Yeah. So the traditional, we have more hymns, we have more prayers, and I wear a robe at the 8:30 and 11. But here I can have blue jeans on or khakis, and it's a little bit more informal.
Yeah.
So what people wear, we have people in shorts and flip-flops. It's more casual. As you can see, it's a lot more closer as far as the stage and the people go. So that makes us unique, having 2 types of services. We're very blessed to have a great children's director, Courtney Young. She's been here a year. She also leads our worship, so we have a staff member for our children. We also have a staff, Bailey Tam does our youth. And he's reaching middle school and high school. We've just brought on Christy Henson. She's been here a year too. She does our older adults. And then Jennifer Boyston, she does our discipleship, and which is also our Sunday school. And then Paula Gibson does our worship. And we have bells, we have a choir, we have a praise team, we have women ensemble, men's ensemble. So when you come to Clarksville, not just our church, but this is a community where people move to retire. Yeah. And so the fine arts are very important in this area. So we offer not only between the music and the bells and dramas and the praise team, the music is outstanding for our church. So when we say every age and stage, it's not just the worship. It's Wednesday night meals for families. It's Wednesday night discipleship. It's a children program, a youth program. We have children's choir. So no matter where you are, no matter how young or old, we will be able to provide a ministry that will meet your needs.
I love that. And, you guys are so involved in the community, too, outside of just the walls of this church. You're out there doing things out at different events. And I know Trick or Treat, for example, you do hot dogs and all kinds of stuff. Tell us about the different ways that you sort of connect with this Habersham community.
Well, I didn't want to leave anything out, so I made a little list here. And I know we only used to have 8 minutes. And a preacher, 8 minutes, that makes no sense.
I told you I was going to challenge you.
8 minutes. But what's unique is that what blew my mind when we first moved here is people who actually use these facilities. I mean, we have Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts. Yeah. The fire department comes over. We have a Narcotics Anonymous that meets here. We have a bridge club that meets over there in the room over there. We have 2 quilting guilds that come. We have homeowner association that comes, library blood drives, core groups, home schools, and even a spiritual retreat called Walk to Emmaus. These are people who actually come and use our facility.
Wow.
Now, when we go outside these walls, we have a blessing box. When you come in, we have a box right outside of our administrative building where if you need food or if you need, we have hats, we have gloves. So if you are in our community and if you're on the streets or you have a house and you just don't have it, you can go up to our blessing box and open it up and get food. Anybody can walk up and get that. Yeah. Then we also have a blanket ministry. We go and pack food for kids to school who don't have meals on the weekend. We work at local soup kitchens. We have Meals on Wheels. We have a group that actually builds ramps for people who need wheelchair accessibility. I mean, from nursing homes to prayer ministries. And if I don't say all these, someone's going to get mad, so I'll go quick. From prison ministries, you can listen to me on the radio or on our website for a sermon. We have a shawl ministry, prayer ministry, trunk and treat, like you said, we partner. Yeah. And over 2,000 kids. When I first got here, they're like, there's going to be 2,000 children. I'm like, whatever. It's crazy.
It is.
It's crazy. Then we have egg hunts. We have a sunrise service at the gazebo. I go pray at school board and city councils. There's something called Habersham Leadership. I can tell you more about that later. We're involved in Habersham.
It's the most amazing thing ever.
And then we're also part of the Chamber of Commerce. And then we also provide meals for our football team and baseball team. But last thing, I need to say this, is we have a community thrift store which is downtown.
Yes, you do.
And this is our 10th year anniversary,
Oh, wow.
February 2nd.
Well, we've got to have a celebration for that.
Well, this Sunday on February 2nd, we're going to celebrate. And that thrift store has done so much, not only for the community to help families, but then they also take the money and they actually distribute the money to other nonprofits in our area,
Yeah.
in the community. So that's a little bit of what we do.
Just a little bit. Do you have to go to all these things?
No. I mean, I try. That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. It was funny because when we first moved here, I would drive by first 3 or 4 months and all the lights are on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I missing?
Yeah.
But no, we are blessed with our staff and our church members. So I try to make a lot of it, but
Yeah.
there's no way.
That's right. Well, you're human. But now you guys are this is a big campus. This church occupies a big, section of downtown. Y'all have you didn't mention you have a school program on campus.
Well, I was going to.
I'm following the order.
Actually, we have a preschool. We're in our 5th year, but what's unique about it is we're about to add a kindergarten class. So if you have a child that's looking to have a private kindergarten, a Christian-based kindergarten, that will start this fall 2020. So we've had the preschool for a while. We also have chapel. I lead the chapel service for the kids, but we're excited about starting a brand new kindergarten class. So if you have a child that's 2, they can be here at 2, 3, pre-K, and kindergarten.
Wow, that's great. All right, so tell the folks who are watching if they're interested in being part of any of these projects or services that you guys have going on, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, the easiest way is just to go to our website, which is clarksvillefirst.umc.org. The website's the best way to get information. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. So social media is the way to go, or just contact our church office, and we'll have a screen with all this information so people can see that as well. So, yeah.
Well, Pastor Keith, thank you for all that you do in this community. Y'all do wonderful things, and of course, you're spreading the good word of God, and we appreciate that. And I'm glad to have you here all the way from Albany, Georgia, to Habersham County. So thank you. We'll be right back.
Stay with us. More talk coming up on today's Chamber Chat on the Road. We'll be right back with Mary Beth and her guest. Out with the old and in with the next generation of TV entertainment. Kinetic TV has arrived. Get settled in and binge watch Kinetic TV's thousands of on-demand titles. Watch different shows on multiple devices at the same time. Plus, at any time, instantly watch 3 days of previously aired programming from the Kinetic TV Guide with replay. TV just got better. A never-ending variety of great entertainment is waiting for you on the all-new Kinetic TV.
Welcome back. We are in the studio with Miss Ann Nicely. Ann is with the Alliance for African American Music, and you guys have a big event coming up again this month. So it's the 29th annual benefit concert.
Yes, it is.
And this is a long time that y'all have been doing this.
Yes, yes.
So tell us a little bit about the Alliance for African American Music and when it was established.
Well, the Alliance for African American Music was established between Grace Calvary and Shady Grove Baptist Church. It was to unite the ethnic groups by music, because music is the thing that seems to touch everybody's heart.
Yeah.
So the rector there was Julian Lechcotti, and the pastor at Shady Grove was Terry McQuarrie, but we just started back in, not sure, but it's been 30 years, almost 30 years ago.
In the 90s.
Yeah, and it has been going well ever since. It's like people love gospel music and Negro spirituals and all the things that we do, even contemporary gospel, bluegrass.
Yeah.
So it goes very well.
So whose idea was it to begin the Alliance? The rector of the church or was there a group of people that?
It was the rector at Grace Calvary, St. Julian Lechcotti. He was the one that contacted our pastor, Terry McQuarrie, to begin this celebration.
In 29 years y'all have been going.
Yes.
So now there's a board that forms up the Alliance and plans these things, each year. Who all are your board members?
Well, we have Stella Hatcher, Vanessa Burns, Portia Burns, Amy Bell, myself, and Ann Willis. And then we're getting a new board member starting today,
Oh, good.
and his name is David Todd,
Oh, yeah.
and he is from Grace Cavalry,
Yeah.
because John Andrews was on our board and he passed away, so he's taking his place.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. And that you remembered all those names. I don't think I could remember all of the chamber board members' names. So, but that's a great group of people. And each year that you have this event, it's a different theme. What is the theme of this year's celebration?
Our thing this year is let everything that have breath praise the Lord.
Yes, I love that. I love that. And you have special guests that come each year to participate. Can you tell us who the guests are this year?
Yes, the Voices of Hope from Leandale Preston is coming again.
Oh, that's great.
Bean Creek Baptist Church choir is coming. Portia Burns will be establishing a mass choir with some local churches like Shady Grove and Mount Zion and so forth. Voices of Praise. The Lula Praise team from Lula Assembly. I might not quite have their name right, but they're supposed to be a part of it too.
Okay.
There's some very powerful singers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's going to be amazing. Now, where is the host church?
Now, Cornelia United Methodist Church is going to be hosting us again.
Okay, and they've done it for the past several years. They've done
They
that.
have, and they're very hospitable.
Yeah. Great acoustics in there for
Yes,
all that
it is.
singing.
It is.
Yeah. So, and obviously 29 years you guys have done this. You have established a scholarship program.
Yes, we
Tell us
have.
about that.
We established a scholarship for a music student at Piedmont College, a minority student. And that scholarship goes to a minority student every year from the Alliance. The college help us choose who will be that student that will receive the scholarship.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call him Mr. Knox since I can't
Okay,
remember his
that's fine.
first name. He'll be receiving a scholarship again this year. He received it last year.
Oh, wow.
And usually we do it 4 years in a row if they're going to go the 4 years at
That's great.
Piedmont.
That's great. Now, how do you guys raise money? How do you get the money to do all this?
Actually, we sent out donation letters to the businesses
Yeah.
in Cornelia and Clarksville. And then we have personal donations that individual gives us. And then we have people from different churches to give us donations.
That's great. And y'all just return it back to the community.
Right.
So now if there's somebody watching who's interested in this, first let's talk about how maybe they can donate to you guys to help, throughout the year and towards even next year's scholarship, and also a little bit about the event itself. Once again, the when, where, what time, and all that. So as far as donations, how can people reach out to you?
Okay, they can send donations to P.O. Box 893, Cornelia, Georgia, 30531. And also, we take up an offering at the program every year.
Oh, okay.
Like a love offering.
That's a smart
that
idea.
goes to the scholarship as well. So usually we get part of the money from that, as well as the letters that we send out to businesses that donate.
Yeah.
And we've
that's
had
smart.
good success
Yeah.
in the donation.
Well, it's a great thing to support, and the fact that it's been in this community for these many years really is a testament to, the great event that it is. So it's February the 23rd,
Yes,
Cornelia United Methodist Church. What time?
at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Everyone's invited to
Yes,
come. Do
yes.
you sing?
Yes, some, but I try to stay in the background and let the younger people sing.
But you do such a great job organizing, because I know this time last year we were sitting in the same seat, maybe across the room, and we were talking about
Right.
all the many years, 10 maybe you think that you've put into doing this. So I know that the board appreciates you. I know that this community appreciates you, and I know that you've done an excellent job in continuing the momentum of this event and making it different and unique each year. So I love that. What the theme again is?
Let everything that have breath praise the Lord.
That's a good one. That's a
Yes.
really good one. All right, thank you so much for being on the program again. I really appreciate you coming back, and we look forward to an amazing event. So February the 23rd, 3 p.m., Cornelia United Methodist Church. It is the Alliance for African American Music, their 29th annual benefit event, concert extraordinaire.
Yes.
So thank you so much, and we'll be right back.
Stay with us. More talk coming up on today's Chamber Chat on the Road. We'll be right back with Mary Beth and her guest. Finally, TV made for you. Introducing the all-new Kinetic TV, the next generation of entertainment. With multi-streaming, watch different programs on multiple devices at the same time. Over 10,000 video on-demand movies and shows. Plus, Kinetic TV gives you the power to instantly watch 72 hours of previously aired programs with replay. Never worry about forgetting to record a show. Experience the future of entertainment with Kinetic TV.
'19 was a big year for the Habersham Chamber of Commerce. We unveiled a new logo and tagline and incorporated our revitalized look into our products, programs, and services. Through the rebranding process, we shifted our focus from the Chamber of the past to the Chamber of now. We held over 100 meetings and events, totaling thousands of attendees, keeping our emphasis on small business development and advocacy, and promoting Habersham County as a great place to live, work, own a business, raise a family, and have fun. We expanded our target audience to focus on Habersham's future, our youth. From pre-K to high school and beyond, the Chamber evolved and redesigned programs to develop and educate our young people and foster relationships and liaisons within our growing community. Our Chamber team is proud to present a diverse portfolio of programming tailored to serve all of our members. Launching new programs and partnerships, expanding our reach, and creating new events helped fulfill our members' desire for networking opportunities and community engagement. We are proud of what we've done in 2019, but what we are really impressed with is what our members are doing to keep it happening in Habersham.
I work with small businesses every day, and so for me it's important to help those small businesses achieve their dreams and to see how the Chamber works in helping those small businesses as well. Probably one of the highlights for me this year was just how we gave the Chamber a fresh look with the new branding that we did, and it's happening here, and the tagline and those kind of things. The new logo is just all, I think, was just a great move in the right direction for our community and for our Chamber.
The Chamber is important to the community and to businesses for support and validation. You're supporting and validating a new business owner's dream. They're putting it all on the line, so we want to be there and support them in that endeavor. It's also acknowledging the hard work and accomplishments of people who are out there in the trenches trying to make it work every day. And then it's validating and appreciating the long-term businesses who never gave up hope.
We've been members of the Chamber since we started in 1953, and now it's even more important, we feel like, to be a member of the Chamber. There's so many opportunities to do so many different things for the Chamber. For instance, there's business after hours, there's business before hours, and there's so many networking events. And the impact that the Chamber has on tourism is just, it's just incredible because, you know, when people come in, they want to know something about the county, they check with the Chamber of Commerce. The website of the Chamber is very valuable. We have people call us all the time off of the Chamber website. And they are absolutely, absolutely a champion of small business.
The Chamber just brings so many things to the new businesses. It gives the new businesses an opportunity to network with other businesses in town. It gives you just an opportunity to get to know more about all the benefits of being in Habersham County.
They also provide a unified voice for those business people in the community to advocate for things that are beneficial to them and to the quality of life in Habersham County. Another important thing that the Chamber does is support tourism, which is a huge part of the economy here in Habersham County, and it is a beautiful place. So it's a good thing to have a resource like the Chamber where people can go and find out about all of the things that are available to see and do.
There's so many wonderful things about Habersham County, you know, all the way from Tallulah Falls down to Baldwin. You've got waterfalls and you've got great businesses and shops and restaurants, and it's just being able to be, you know, to tell people, hey, you know, this is a great place to eat, or this is a great place to go for a picnic. Just being able to give people the best of Habersham.
Being on the Chamber Board, being an ambassador, and even being involved in leadership Habersham have all been so beneficial to me, socially and educationally. I have thoroughly enjoyed my involvement with the Chamber, so much so that now that I'm off the board, I'm going to go back to being an ambassador so I can still be involved. Small businesses get to promote themselves and get to tell people about what they're doing, and I think that encourages people to participate in their businesses and gives them that opportunity to promote their businesses with the community.
I think our Chamber Board has been a real team effort, and I've loved getting to know everybody on the board and knowing their personalities and knowing what their passion is and why they wanted to serve on the board. Going as a team to all of these businesses, to either ribbon cuttings or members of the month, we get to see not only why these people are starting a business in Habersham, but we learn about their history and why they came to Habersham or started their own business. And that way you can appreciate their business even more and help spread the word about their new company or their new business and help promote it. One of the highlights this year that I've really loved being a part of was the whole rebranding effort and our new logo and our new tagline and the new look for the Chamber. And I'm really proud of that because it really does show that it's happening here in Habersham. And thanks to the board, I think that we've done a lot to promote all the wonderful things that Habersham has to offer. And we're very proud of that because it really is happening here in Habersham.
Hey, Brownies by Faith here, and we love our Chamber of Commerce. They're helping us make Habersham sweeter, one brownie at a time.
We love our Habersham Chamber of Commerce.
It's happening here at Tallulah Falls School.
Ray was here from Headwaters Realty to give a shout out to the Habersham County Chamber of Commerce for all the events and functions they put it together. Business before hours, ribbon cuttings, member of the month, business after hours. Thank you for what you do to bring all the business and entrepreneurs together in Habersham County.
Bank OZK wants to send a shout out to our Habersham Chamber. Thanks for all that you do each and every day in our community.
It's
happening here at Bank OZK.
Habersham Chamber of Commerce, here at our office, we love you and
we got your back.
Here at Ada Zinc, we really appreciate the Chamber for helping us promote our business and town through advertisement, social media, and events. So, thank you!
Medical care, senior living, on our Habersham County Chamber.
The only thing better than a hot cup of coffee is the Habersham County Chamber of Commerce.